Students, we are discussing chapter morphology of flowering plants, right? Morphology of flowering plants. In this morphology of flowering plants, we are discussing topic flower, right? Now go for next topic in flower, right? Based on arrangement of floral leaves. Based on what? Arrangement. Arrangement of what? Floral leaves. Based on arrangement of floral leaves on thalamus, right? Flowers are of three types. Sir, what is the meaning of floral leaves, sir? Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. These are which leaves? Floral leaves. Yes or no? Right. Therefore, based on arrangement of floral leaves on thalamus, flowers are of how many types? Three types. What are they, sir? Number one. First one is acyclic flowers. What is the first one? Acyclic. First one is acyclic flowers. Second one is hemicyclic flowers. Hemicyclic flowers. Hemicyclic flowers. Okay. And third one is cyclic flowers. What is the third one? Cyclic. Third one is cyclic flowers. Okay. Go for the first one. What's acyclic flowers? These acyclic flowers are also called as a spiral flowers. What is another name for acyclic flowers? Spiral flowers. Okay. Now see this diagram. Sir, in this diagram, right, this outermost, it is a calyx, sir. This is a corolla. Okay. Whereas this is a androecium. Right. Whereas this innermost part, what it is, sir? Gynoecium. Okay. Gynoecium. Right. Now see this diagram. Sir, in this diagram, this calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, how they are arranged spirally? See, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium are arranged spirally on conical thalamus. On what thalamus? Conical thalamus. How? Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium are arranged, sir? Spirally. Right. Therefore, calyx, right, corolla, androecium and gynoecium are arranged how? Spirally. Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, how they are arranged, sir? Spirally. Where? On conical thalamus. How the thalamus is? What is the shape of the thalamus here? Cone shape or conical shape on conical thalamus. Sir, this acyclic flowers, presence of acyclic flowers is a primitive character. Presence of which flowers, sir? Presence of acyclic flowers, it is which character? Primitive character. It is a primitive character. Primitive character. Okay. Now go for examples of acyclic flowers. Example of acyclic flower. Okay. Magnolia. What is the example of acyclic flower? Magnolia. Magnolia. Okay. Right. Now go for the second one. What it is? Hemicyclic flowers. Go for hemicyclic flowers. Hemicyclic flowers. Name itself indicates hemi means half. Yes or no? Right. Therefore, see here, sir, in this diagram, right, see carefully, this what and what, sir? Okay. Sir, hemi means what? Half. Yes or no? Hemi means what, sir? Half. Sir, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. These are four parts, right? Now, see this diagram once. Sir, what is the innermost part? Gynoecium. Sir, this is gynoecium. Okay. Sir, what comes next? Androecium. This is androecium. Sir, after androecium, what should come, sir? Calyx or corolla? Corolla. This is corolla. Right. Next comes what, sir? Calyx. See here once. Sir, in this diagram, right, this is a calyx, this is a corolla. Okay, whereas this is androecium. Okay, now whereas this is what, sir? Gynoecium. This is gynoecium. Is it okay? Right. Therefore, in this diagram, calyx and corolla, what and what, sir? Calyx and corolla, they are arranged. Calyx and corolla, they are arranged how, sir? In cyclic manner. Whereas androecium and gynoecium, they are arranged how, sir? Spirally. Yes or no? Right. Sir, this diagram, see this diagram. Sir, in this diagram, calyx and corolla are arranged spirally. Whereas androecium and gynoecium, they are arranged in cyclic manner. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right. This is not possible. This diagram is not possible. Whereas hemicyclic flowers means calyx and corolla, right? These two are arranged. Calyx and corolla are arranged in cyclic manner. Whereas androecium and gynoecium are arranged in which manner, sir? They are arranged spirally. How they are arranged? Spirally. Right. Therefore, calyx and corolla. How calyx and corolla are arranged? Arranged in which manner, sir? Arranged in cyclic manner. Circles. Arranged in cyclic manner, circles. Okay, right. Whereas androecium and gynoecium, what it is? Androecium and gynoecium. This androecium and gynoecium, how these two are arranged? Androecium and gynoecium are arranged. Androecium and gynoecium, these two are arranged right in which manner, sir? Spiral manner. Spirally. Is it okay? Right. Therefore, calyx and corolla arranged in cyclic manner. Androecium and gynoecium arranged spirally. Right. Now go for example of hemicyclic flower. Annona squamosa. What is the example? Annona squamosa. Okay. Right. Now go for the last one. What, sir? Cyclic flowers. See here, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. These four are arranged in cyclic manner. Yes or no? Calyx, corolla, what? Androecium, and what, sir? Gynoecium. Okay, this calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, they are arranged in which manner, sir? Cyclic manner, right? Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium are arranged in which manner, sir? Are arranged in cyclic manner. All the four are arranged in cyclic manner. Is it okay? Presence of cyclic flowers. Presence of cyclic flowers is most common. Presence of which flowers, sir? Cyclic flowers. Presence of cyclic flowers is most common. Presence of cyclic flowers is most common. Presence of cyclic flowers is most common. Okay. Sir, I am writing examples for cyclic flowers. Cyclic flowers examples. Number 1, China rose. China rose. Second one is mustard. What and what, sir? China rose and mustard. China rose and mustard. Sir, Annona squamosa is an example for which flower, sir? Hemicyclic flower. Yes or no? Sir, the common name of this Annona squamosa is a custard apple. I am not saying apple, I am saying custard apple. Is it okay? What is the common name of Annona squamosa? Custard apple. The common name of Annona squamosa is custard apple. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, based on arrangement of floral leaves on thalamus, flowers are of how many types? 3 types. What are they? Acyclic flowers or spiral flowers. Second one is a hemicyclic flowers, and third one is what, sir? Cyclic flowers. Okay, right? Go for the next topic. That is a merosity. Merosity. What is the meaning of merosity, sir? Number of floral appendages. Number of floral appendages present in each whole of a flower is called merosity. What is the meaning of merosity? Number of floral appendages. What? Number or arrangement? Number. Number of what, sir? Number of floral appendages. Number of floral appendages, right, where? In each whole. In each whole of a flower. Sir, in a flower, in each whole, how many floral appendages are present? That is called merosity. Sir, merosity is concerned with calyx and corolla. Merosity is concerned with what, sir? Calyx and corolla. Merosity concerned with what, sir? Merosity is concerned with calyx and corolla. Merosity is concerned with what, sir? Calyx and corolla. What does it mean, sir? Sir, calyx is made up of what? Sepals, right? Corolla is made up of what? Petals. Okay, now listen to the statement. What is the meaning of merosity? Number of floral appendages in each whole of a flower, right? Merosity is concerned with what? Calyx and corolla. It means how many sepals are present in calyx, how many petals are present in corolla. This is nothing but merosity. Is it okay? We are not concerned with androecium and gynoecium. Just we are seeing how many sepals are present in calyx, how many petals are present in corolla. Why only calyx and corolla, sir? Because merosity is concerned with calyx and corolla. Is this statement okay? Right. Therefore, merosity is concerned with calyx and corolla. What does it mean? Concerned with calyx and corolla. What does it mean? It means number of what? Sepals. Number of sepals in calyx. What more? And number of petals. Number of what, sir? Petals in corolla. Is this statement okay? It means in calyx how many sepals are present? In corolla how many petals are present? Number or arrangement? Number. Okay. Based on merosity, flowers are of three types. Based on merosity, flowers are of how many types? Three types. What are they? Number one, trimerous flowers. What is the first one? Trimerous flowers. Second one is tetramerous flowers. What is the second one? Tetramerous. Second one is tetramerous flowers. Tetramerous flowers. Okay, right. And third one is pentamerous flowers. What is the third one, sir? Pentamerous flowers. Pentamerous flowers. Pentamerous flowers. Is it okay? Go for the first one. What it is, sir? Trimerous flowers. Name itself indicates. Tri means how many, sir? 3. Yes or no? Right. Tri means how many? 3. See the diagram? Sir, this is calyx. Okay. Whereas this is what, sir? Corolla. Okay, right? See this diagram. Sir, calyx is having how many sepals? 3 sepals. Corolla is having how many petals, sir? How many petals, sir? 3 petals. Yes or no? Right. Sir, which flowers we are discussing? Trimerous flowers. Trimerous flowers. Trimerous flowers. Okay, right? Therefore, trimerous flowers. Calyx. What, sir? Calyx contains how many sepals, sir? Calyx contains 3 sepals or multiples of 3 sepals. Multiples of what, sir? Multiples of 3 sepals. Is it okay? Right. Whereas corolla. See the diagram? Corolla is having how many petals, sir? 3 petals. Therefore, corolla with how many petals? 3 petals. or multiples of 3 petals. Is this statement okay? Right. Therefore, trimerous flowers. Calyx is with how many sepals, sir? 3 sepals. Corolla is with how many petals, sir? 3 petals. Calyx with 3 sepals or multiples of 3 sepals? Multiples of 3. 3 into 2, 6. 3 into 3, 9. Is it okay? 3 table. Right. Corolla with how many petals? 3 petals or multiples of 3 petals. It means petals may be 3, 6, 9, 3 table like that. Okay, right. Sir, trimerous flowers, examples, monocots. For monocots, we can take example as Liliaceae family. Liliaceae family, right, it is an example for monocot. Is it okay, right? Now you tell me, sir, in case of monocots, can you differentiate calyx and corolla from one another? No. In case of monocots, calyx and corolla cannot be differentiated from one another. So this undifferentiated calyx and corolla together called as what? Perianthropes. In monocots, we cannot differentiate calyx and corolla. Okay, that undifferentiated calyx and corolla together called as perianthropes. What together called as, sir? Perianthropes. Okay, right. Now go for tetramerous flowers. Sir, tetra means how many, sir? 4. See the diagram. Calyx is with 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sepals or multiples of 4 sepals. Corolla is with 4 petals or multiples of 4 petals. Therefore, calyx, what, sir? Calyx with 4 or multiples of what? Multiples of 4 sepals. Next, corolla, sir. Corolla, 4 petals or multiples of 4 petals. Multiples of 4 petals. Having 4 sepals and having 4 petals. Okay. Go for example of tetramerous flower. What is the example for tetramerous flower, sir? Brassicaceae family. Which family? Brassicaceae family. Brassicaceae family. The previous name of Brassicaceae family is Cruciferae family. What is the old name of previous name of Brassicaceae family? Cruciferae family. Sir, Brassicaceae is a dicot family or monocot family, sir? It's a dicot family. Whereas Liliaceae is a monocot family. Is it okay? Right. Now go for the third one. What's our pentamerous flowers? Name itself indicates penta means how many? 5. It means calyx contains what, sir? Calyx contains 5 sepals or multiples of 5 sepals. 5 sepals or multiples of 5 sepals are present. Whereas if you take what's our corolla? Corolla contains how many petals you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? Right. Therefore, corolla contains 5 petals or multiples of 5 petals. Multiples of 5 petals. Therefore, 5 petals are multiples of 5 petals. Sir, pentamerous flowers are common. Which flowers are common, sir? Pentamerous flowers are common. Pentamerous flowers are common. Sir, what is the example for pentamerous flowers? Examples for pentamerous flowers. Pentamerous flowers examples. China rose and mustard. What is the example, sir? Okay, China rose. China rose. Better to take a China rose. Sir, this China rose belongs to which family, sir? Malvaceae family. China rose belongs to which family, sir? Malvaceae family. China rose belongs to Malvaceae family. Now listen the statements carefully. We are discussing which flowers, sir? Pentamerous flowers. Which flowers, sir? Pentamerous flowers. What are the examples for pentamerous flowers, sir? First one is a Malvaceae family. What is the example for Malvaceae family? China rose. I am writing the second example. Fabaceae family. Which family, sir? Fabaceae family. Third example, Solanaceae family. Which family, sir? Solanaceae family. Okay, right. Therefore, Malvaceae family, example China rose. Second one is Fabaceae family, and third one is what, sir? Solanaceae family. In these three families, which type of flowers are present? Pentamerous flowers are present. This is about merosity. Therefore, merosity means what, sir? Number of what? Floral appendages present in each whole of a flower. Merosity is concerned with what, sir? Calyx and corolla. It means how many sepals are present in calyx, how many petals are present in corolla. Now you tell me, sir, merosity is concerned with calyx and corolla. Yes or no? If this calyx and corolla is absent, then merosity, is it present or absent? Absent. Therefore, merosity is not applicable if what are absent? Calyx and corolla are absent. It means in achlamydious flowers. Which flowers, sir? Achlamydious flowers. I already told you. Achlamydious flowers means without calyx and corolla. What is another name for achlamydious flowers? Naked flowers. Yes or no? Right. Therefore, for achlamydious flowers or naked flowers, merosity cannot be applicable. Is this statement okay? Right. Therefore, merosity applicable, not applicable? Merosity is not applicable. What is not applicable? Merosity. Merosity not applicable. Merosity is not applicable for which flowers? Achlamydious flowers. Achlamydious flowers. What is another name for achlamydious flowers? Naked flowers. Where we got this achlamydious flowers, sir? We got this achlamydious flowers in Seaaion inflorescence. Which inflorescence, sir? Seaaion inflorescence. Seaaion inflorescence. Is it okay? Therefore, sir, merosity not applicable in achlamydious flowers. Achlamydious flowers are also called as naked flowers. We came across these achlamydious flowers in which inflorescence? Seaaion inflorescence. Is it okay? Right? Go for the next topic. It's structural symmetry. What it is? Structural symmetry. Now listen. Based on structural symmetry, based on what? Structural symmetry, flowers are of three types. Based on structural symmetry, flowers are of how many types? Three types. First one is actinomorphic flowers. What is the first one, sir? Actinomorphic. First one is actinomorphic flowers. Actinomorphic flowers. Okay. Second one is zygomorphic flowers. What is the second one, sir? Zygomorphic. Second one is zygomorphic flowers. Okay. And third one is asymmetric flowers. What is the third one, sir? Asymmetric flowers. Asymmetric flowers. Okay. Therefore, based on structural symmetry, flowers are of how many types? Three types. What are they? Actinomorphic flowers, zygomorphic flowers, asymmetric flowers. Go for the first one. What's actinomorphic flowers? Go for actinomorphic flowers. Sir, take a flower. Right. Sir, this is center of the flower. Okay. Now listen to the statement. Flower is divisible into two equal halves in this radial plane. See, only you see this radial plane. If you cut the flower in this radial plane, you are going to get two equal halves. Sir, I am going to cut the flower in this radial plane, sir. First I am cutting the flower in this radial plane. I got two equal halves. Instead of cutting in this radial plane, you cut the flower in this radial plane. You will get two equal halves. 1, 2. Instead of cutting in this plane or in this plane, now you cut the flower in this radial plane. You will get two equal halves. 1, 2. It means flower is divisible into two equal halves in any radial plane, but the radial plane should pass through the center. Is it okay? Such flowers are called as actinomorphic flowers. What are such flowers called as? Actinomorphic flowers. Actinomorphic flowers shows Which symmetry, sir? Radial symmetry. Actinomorphic flowers. What, sir? Radial symmetry. Sir, what is the meaning of actinomorphic flower, sir? Flower divisible. What? Flower divisible. Flower divisible. Okay. Flower divisible. Divisible. Right. Into two equal halves. Flower divisible into two equal halves in any radial plane. In any radial plane, any radial plane passing through what's our center. Is this statement okay? Therefore, flower, it is divisible into two equal halves in any radial plane, but the radial plane should pass through what's our center. Is it okay? Sir, for actinomorphic flowers, I am writing the symbol. Symbol for actinomorphic flowers. This is the symbol for actinomorphic flowers. This is a symbol for actinomorphic flowers. Is it okay? Right. Sir, go for examples of actinomorphic flowers. Examples of actinomorphic flowers. Examples. Right. First one, Malvaceae family. Which family, sir? Malvaceae family. For Malvaceae, I am writing example. Right. China rose. What it is, sir? China rose. Second example for actinomorphic flowers, Brassicaceae. What it is, sir? Brassicaceae. Brassicaceae family. For Brassicaceae, I am writing example, mustard. M-A-S-T-A-R-D. Mustard. Okay, right. Therefore, Malvaceae family. What more, sir? Brassicaceae family. What it is? Solanaceae family. Which family, sir? Solanaceae family. For Solanaceae, we can take brinjal. Brinjal. Okay. Anywhere, if we write a family name, for example, actinomorphic flowers, examples what I wrote, Malvaceae. It means any plant from Malvaceae you can take. Brassicaceae, any plant from Brassicaceae family you can take. Right, Solanaceae, any plant from Solanaceae you can take. One example for Solanaceae family I wrote here, brinjal. Okay, right. Next one, for actinomorphic flowers, one more example I am writing. What it is, sir? Liliaceae family. Which family, sir? Liliaceae family. Liliaceae family. Okay, right. Now go for number 2. Which flower, sir? Zygomorphic flower. Zygomorphic flower. See this flower once. Sir, this flower is divisible into two equal halves only in one vertical plane. We are getting two equal halves. But when we cut the flower in only in one vertical plane. What is that vertical plane, sir? Either from where to where? Posterior to anterior or anterior to posterior. If you cut the flower from anterior to posterior, you will get two equal halves. If you cut the flower from posterior to anterior, you will get two equal halves. Other than this, if you cut this flower in any plane, you won't get two equal halves. You won't get two equal halves. It means a flower is divisible into two equal halves only in one vertical plane, that is from anterior to posterior or posterior to anterior. Such flowers are called as what, sir? Zygomorphic flowers. Okay, which flowers? Zygomorphic flowers. Bilateral symmetry. What, sir? Bilateral symmetry. Which symmetry, sir? Bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. Okay. Sir, what is the symbol for this zygomorphic flowers? Percentage symbol. This is the symbol for zygomorphic flowers. Okay. Right. Sir, what is the meaning of zygomorphic flower, sir? Flower divisible. Flower divisible. Flower divisible into two equal halves. flower divisible into two equal halves only in one vertical plane. Sir, what is that vertical plane, sir? That is from where to where? From anterior to posterior, anterior to posterior, or posterior to anterior. Posterior to what, sir? Anterior. See this statement? Sir, we can divide this flower, but to divide this flower into two equal halves, we have to cut this flower only in one vertical plane, that is from anterior to posterior or posterior to anterior. Okay, such flowers are called as zygomorphic flower, shows bilateral symmetry. Okay, cover examples of zygomorphic flowers. Number one, first example, Fabaceae family. Which family, sir? Fabaceae family. For Fabaceae family, I am writing two examples, bean and pea. Bean and pea. Okay. Second example, Seaaion family. What is the second family name? Seaaion family. Seaaion family, I am writing examples, Cassia. You can call it even as Cassia. Cassia. Cassia or Cassia. Second one is Gulmohar. What is the second one, sir? Gulmohar. This Cassia and Gulmohar both comes under Seaaion family, whereas bean and pea, they comes under Fabaceae family. Therefore, Fabaceae and Seaaion, you can take any plant from Fabaceae, any plant from Seaaion. They shows which flowers are zygomorphic flowers. Okay. Now go for the last one. What's sir? Asymmetric flowers, also called as irregular flowers. Irregular, name itself indicates they are irregular. As they are irregular flowers, we cannot cut these flowers into two equal halves in any plane. Irregular flowers. Can we cut these flowers into two equal halves in any plane? No. Right. Therefore, can or cannot? Cannot. Cannot be divisible. Cannot be divisible. Cannot be divisible into two equal halves. Cannot be divisible into two equal halves in any plane. They cannot be divisible into two equal halves right in any plane. Okay. Sir, presence of which flowers? Asymmetric flowers is a advanced character. Presence of which flowers, sir? Asymmetric flowers is which character, sir? Advanced character. Presence of asymmetric flowers is a advanced character. Sir, what is the example for asymmetric flowers, sir? Example for asymmetric flowers, Canna or Kanna. Canna indica. Where we got this Canna indica plant, sir? We got it in rhizome. Rhizome is a type of underground stem modification. Yes or no? Right? Therefore, sir, structural symmetry. Based on structural symmetry, flowers are of how many types? Three types. Actinomorphic flowers, zygomorphic flowers, asymmetric flowers. Okay. Sir, which flower can be divisible into two equal halves in any radial plane passing through center? Actinomorphic flower. Flower divisible into two equal halves only in one vertical plane, that is from anterior to posterior, posterior to anterior, zygomorphic flower. Flower is not divisible into two equal halves in any plane, asymmetric flower. Which presence of which flower is advanced character? Asymmetric flowers. Presence of asymmetric flowers is a advanced character. Is it okay? With this we completed a structural symmetry, right? Thank you.